talk about progressive overload. Progressive overload is a huge component when you're trying to build muscle, especially when you're bulking. Pretty much it entails each time you go to training, it should revolve around some sort of challenge. You should be trying to improve on a week-to-week basis. So every single day, there should be some form of challenge. Whether you have a chest day or a back day or a leg day, each day, it should be a challenge. So, for example, let's say this week you bench 135 for 10 reps. And let's say that was your failure set. You went to absolute failure. You did 10 reps. Next week, what you should do is you should push for 11 reps or more if possible. And slowly over time, as you increase the reps up to the, let's say, 14, then you can increase the weight. However, it's important that the execution of the actual movement is at its best, meaning form. Your form should be the best you can possibly do while refraining from any kind of injury and allowing the muscle you're actually trying to target to be activated. Everybody's form is different. You can't always have perfect form, but you can definitely improve it, and that's another way of progressive overload. That's another way of doing it. If you improve by improving your execution of the movement, that's you're successfully progressively overloading. Most people would probably think of progressive overload when it comes to training volume, meaning increasing the reps as I suggested in the beginning, increasing the sets, and increasing the weight. But it doesn't always have to come down to that. There's other ways of progressively overloading. However, that is the base way of doing it, of going about it. However, like I said, there's more ways. One of the ways I explained was form, improving your form. Another way would be maybe taking less rests between your sets. Say you take 1 minute rest 1 week, and let's say next week you want to do 45 seconds of rest, or maybe 30. Another way would be slowing down the rep tempo, meaning the speed in which you do an actual rep gets slowed down, and by doing that, you're allowing the actual resistance from the weight to be on the muscle longer. So, for example, let's say you speed through your reps. Let's say it takes you like an instant to do your reps. Sure, your muscle might be targeted a little bit, it might be activated. However, it won't always maximize it, especially when you're trying to build muscle. And when you slow it down, it actually makes it harder because you have all that weight that you're pushing on the actual muscle. And progressive overload doesn't mean that you have to get better at every single movement, every single exercise. I think a good rule of thumb is just try to improve at your core movements, meaning your compounds. So that's your bench, your squat, your deadlift, whatever your preference is. And then all the isolations, you kind of take your time with those and really focus on contractions and feeling the muscle.